Next month, I will deliver the first budget of this Labour government, the first Labour budget in 14 years. And because I know how much damage has been done in those 14 years, let me say one thing straight up. There will be no return to austerity. Conservative austerity was a destructive choice for our public services and for investment and growth too. Yes, we must deal with the Tory legacy, and that means tough decisions. But I won't let that dim our ambition for Britain. So it will be a budget with real ambition, a budget to fix the foundations, a budget to deliver the change that we promised, a budget to rebuild Britain. And my budget will keep our manifesto commitments. Every choice we make will be within a framework of economic and fiscal stability. You'd expect nothing less. We said we would not increase taxes on working people, which is why we will not increase the basic, higher or additional rates of income tax, national insurance or VAT. And we will cap corporation tax at its current level for the duration of this Parliament. Conference, as promised, we will extend the energy profits levy on oil and gas producers to invest in homegrown energy here in Britain. We will end the non-dom tax loopholes, and we will crack down on tax avoidance and tax evasion. That is the difference that a Labour government will make. Conference, we will enact another manifesto commitment, because I know every parent has aspiration for their children, and I know the strain that our state schools have been under. This government will introduce VAT on private school fees to invest in our state schools. It is the fair choice, the responsible choice, the Labour choice to support the 94% of our children in our state schools. That is the Britain we're building. That is the Britain that I believe in. This budget will be a budget for economic growth. It will be a budget for investment. Because today we find ourselves at the very bottom of the G7 league table for economy-wide investment as a share of our GDP. And we must change that. Conference, I believe in a better Britain. A Britain of opportunity, fairness and enterprise. I know that country has sometimes felt far off in recent years, as our growth, our productivity and family finances fall behind. But it doesn't have to be that way. The British capacity for inventiveness, enterprise and old-fashioned hard work has not gone away. So believe me when I say, my optimism for Britain burns brighter than ever. My ambition knows no limits, because I can see the prize on offer if we make the right choices now. Stability is the crucial foundation on which all of our ambitions will be built, the essential precondition for business to invest with confidence and for families to plan for the future. The Liz Truss experiment showed us that any plan for growth without stability leads to ruin. So we will make the choices necessary to secure our public finances and fix the foundations for lasting growth. Stability paired with reform will forge the conditions for businesses to invest and for consumers to spend with confidence. Growth is the challenge, and investment is the solution. Investment in new industries, new technologies and new infrastructure. Let me put what we are doing into some perspective. If the UK economy had grown at just the average rate of other OECD economies under the Tories, our economy would be £140 billion larger today. That would have provided an extra £58 billion to invest in our public services without raising a single tax rate by a single penny. Revenue to invest in our schools, our hospitals, our police and all our public services. And that's not the limit of my ambitions, because with growth we will create jobs that pay enough to raise a family on, for you and your children. Put real money in the pockets of working people, and wealth in all of our communities that flows into vibrant high streets. That is how we'll make Britain the best place to start and grow a business, whatever background you come from, wherever you grew up. Things built to last and exported around the world are made here in Britain. This is how we'll achieve what we promised, the 5 missions that will comprise a decade of national renewal. That is the Britain that we are building. That is the Britain that I believe in.